right, so we do have a new activity, which means we focus on what? Learning targets. All right, take a moment to just diffuse those, figure out what it is that we're practicing, focusing in on. Understandably, we don't know what the assessment is, so we're not quite positive yet how this activity will prepare us for that. But the targets are letting us know that we are going to be reflecting on previous learning, and we are going to identify what precisely is this upcoming assessment. So in terms of it preparing us for the assessment, well, it's really telling us what exactly are we going to be doing for that. All right, now there's a Making Connections box that's right below the learning targets. If you've got a highlighter, you are going to want to use it. And there's just one chunk that I'm going to have you highlight. It's broken up into a couple of places here. But if you take a look at the screen, I want you just to highlight what you see or what you saw up here. So within this Making Connections, we're highlighting what makes a hero, essay in which you give your definition of a hero. What do you think that might be that we highlighted? Is it talking about the narrative at all? That you folks just did? The stuff that we highlighted, is it talking about the narrative at all? Hello? In what you highlighted, is it saying anything about making an original hero? Okay, no. I'm seeing people just shake their heads no. So apparently this is connected to something that we've done in the past, but Chloe, I know you had your hand up ago. What do you think this might be hinting at? The new EA, that's a really good idea, and I want you guys to actually copy what you see appear on the screen. What you highlighted really hinted about what our next assessment or EA assignment is going to be. Now, something about Springboard is that every activity builds onto another, and every half of a unit builds onto a second half of a unit. So what I'm going to ask you and your family to do is read what's in that orange-yellow box. I'm going to provide your family with an orange Post-it and a marker. In 2 minutes' time, I want you to take care of what was listed in that orange box. Sound easy? Should be. All right, folks, go ahead. Read those directions. Figure out what you're supposed to do with this Post-it. Got about 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. You're backwards. Right, folks. Now, the orange box was telling you what you were supposed to do regarding that post-it and that marker, and it also said be prepared to share. So, here we go. Ashley, what did your family say was the most important item that you learned?
The most important thing is
the hero's journey archetype. It's one of the most important things that was learned by that family. Okay. Nathan, what did your family say?
The most important thing in learning is the hero's journey archetype, the steps in it.
Okay, the steps within the hero's journey archetype. I get a little bit more specific here. Miriam, what did your family say? Same thing. Did anyone say anything differently?
We said that learning about what an archetype was and what traits the hero was.
Okay, so what exactly is an archetype and the traits of the hero? All right. Now what I'm going to ask you to do with those orange Post-its, you're going to make a quick decision here with your family. And you see those green, yellow, red posters right next to your class bookmark, the big circles? I want you to decide as an entire class, where do you think those items that you learn fall into the class's confidence level? So the hero's journey archetype, are we now all green? Are we in between green and yellow? Are we yellow? So take a minute to make that really quick discussion and get that orange bookmark onto that poster. Go ahead and make it happen. All right, now the next chunk that we're looking at are these essential questions. Okay, so that's going to be our second subtext below learning target. And I'm going to have you again highlight the info that I really want you to focus in on. So within that essential questions area, I want you to highlight the first question itself. How has your understanding of the hero's journey changed over the course of this unit? Just a quick gab here. You folks probably had no idea that this thing even existed. You'd never heard of it before. You knew what a hero was. You knew what a journey was. Archetype, yeah, I'm going to go with no on that one. But how many of you, out of curiosity, have started to read a book, watch a film or TV show, or you think about past ones, and you're starting to play plot diagram in your head where these things belong? Yeah, right, like you're starting to do that now, unfortunately. You're thinking back to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I, unfortunately, do it now all the time. But now the second question, I'm going to have you highlight as well, and you're going to respond to it in that My Notes column. How does the hero's journey archetype appear in stories throughout time? You folks read the Odyssey, an excerpt of it, about a week and a half ago. Well, that story was written in ancient Greece. We're talking well over 1,000, 1,500 years ago. The thing has been here for a while. So in that My Notes column, what are other examples of the hero's journey archetype that you've seen in film and book? Maybe folklore aloud? There's commonly known entertainment groups that have been using this archetype for decades. And a lot of people probably never thought about it until they study what this is. Walt Disney Studios? How long have they been using this story? It's not new. It's been around for much longer. Think about the comic book world, Marvel, DC. This is not a brand new concept that they developed. They just keep using it again and again. I had one student in second period who went, it's kind of just like a timeless story. Everybody reuses it over and over again, and it's totally true. This thing isn't going anywhere. It's been around forever, and it's not about to die down anytime soon. Okay? Now I'm going to have you focus at the bottom half of page 51, and that's where you're going to see the actual assessment task appear. All right? And what I want you focusing in on is the text that got indented. That's the actual assignment itself. So we're going to read it one sentence at a time. Let's break it down and figure out precisely what it's asking us to do. So, Jacob, could you read the first sentence about the assessment? Starts with think about.
Think about people who deserve status as a hero from the past, from the present, from life, and from fiction.
Okay. Is it telling us to do anything? Is it telling us to make anything? What do you think, Nicholas? All right, it's having us kind of generate an idea. So we could say, yeah, thinking. We're thinking about status of the hero. All right, let's check out the second sentence, which actually is a question. So, Derek, what's the next part?
What defines the hero? Write a more
Just one. Thank you, though. Is it physically telling us to make anything in that question? No, so we skip it. We move on. All right, Ashley, the third sentence.
Write a multi-paragraph essay that develops your definition of hero.
Are you being told to make anything?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, start highlighting, just like you do when you diffuse the learning targets. So we are writing, what we are writing is a multi-paragraph essay. It is about your definition of heroism. So now we're moving on to traditional essay land. We're no longer looking into narrative worlds. All right, and Grant, can you read that last sentence for us?
Be sure to use strategies of definition, function, example, and negation to guide your writing.
Are we physically being told to do something here?
Yeah.
Fine, let's hold it out, so there's something there. Dupree, what are you thinking? Bingo, we should definitely highlight that. As well, highlight those three. Function, example, negation strategies are things that you're going to be learning about in a couple of activities. Okay, so now that we've got the basic idea running of what exactly is the actual assignment, you folks are going to get your new bookmark. It is blue again. And once you get the bookmark, of course, put your name on it. But then you want to make sure to find that assignment box. It's the front side, top left corner. And go ahead and take that assignment that you highlighted and put it in your own words.